This is Talk It Over, the only dating relationship podcast that begins in bed. Make the time to subscribe. Now let's pull back those sheets.
Can we talk about the relationships? Can we talk it over, see how we can build? Only you and I know that's the way it goes. In this big old bed, they talk it over, so talk it over. Can we talk it over? We can talk it over. Can we talk it over in bed? Talk it over. Can we talk it over? Can we talk it over? Oh, in bed.
So, ladies, let's preface this. Preface this before we start. So, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about doing like a Team Trisha versus Team Olin. You know, talking about women's perspective on a relationship subject matter, and then the men's subject matter, or the men's perspective. So basically, that's what we're doing today. All ladies' perspective on what a healthy relationship looks like. You guys can throw anything out there. This is literally a ladies' conversation. Pretend like Olin ain't even in the room, because Olin ain't in the room.
Wow.
And let's really dive into it. Just,
Yo, it's your man, Big O, back for another episode of Talk It Over, the only dating relationship podcast that begins in bed. And per usual, I have my lovely, vivacious co-host, Trish in the building. Trish,
hey y'all, hey. So listen, that's all fine and dandy and all, y'all, but I'm gonna let y'all know today's gonna be a whole lot different than it's been in the past weeks. We taking all, huh?
I said,
what you got to say? Because you know what's coming. We don't want no opinions from the men today. This is a ladies only conversation. We about to get into the nitty gritty.
But you can't mute my mic. You can't take me off the mic.
Listen, I'm gonna mute your mic today. Listen, you just gonna sit still in the background. You can just sit there, sit there, and just wait your turn. Okay. Cool. So I'll
play nice.
You'll play nice. You never play nice. I think that's the issue. Well, listen, everyone. I thank y'all for joining. We got a great show for y'all today. Olin is here. We're going to let him stay in the room, but for the most part, I got a wonderful panel of ladies that are here and are going to be having a great conversation with me today. So I just want to jump straight into it. But before we jump into it, I'm still going to give y'all the Success Inspiration 365 for today. So I looked it up, and we are on the 121st day of the year. I looked it up. I went to Google and typed in how many days has it been since the beginning of the year. So I think we're on the right day, y'all. It's been 121 days since January 1st, which is amazing in itself that we're 121 days into this year and everyone is happy and healthy and thriving. At least I hope you all are, as I am. The book, as you all know, Success Inspirations 365, is written by our very own Hassan Booker. And today's Success Inspiration is: we don't have to like everything we love. A person can love being able to provide for their family by working, but not like what they're doing on their jobs. Life's many contradictions. Do what you must for that which you love. So Hassan is actually here, and I want to bring him up real quick.
Okay, yes.
So Hassan, can you tell me a little bit about what you were thinking when you wrote that one?
Okay, so when I actually wrote this, like, you don't have to like everything you love, right? So, being a parent, as many of our listeners are and many of our participants are, right? It's like we do what we got to do for the purpose of doing it, right? And we love the purpose, but we might not love the grind of what it is, but the purpose is bigger. Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay. We got you.
Okay, yeah. I went black for a minute. So, it's a reality of life, right? And the same thing in pursuit of our goals. It's like we don't have to love what's going to get us to our goals, but the purpose is bigger than what we're doing at the time. So the purpose of what we're doing is the love, and what we're doing, we might not like it. We might really dislike it, but the love is the bigger end result. So the end result is what's important. And there's many
Mhm.
contradictions on the way to that, right? Because we can be going forward on the left and then be distracted on the right, and vice versa.
Cool.
We do what
Cool,
we gotta
cool.
do. What happened? I went black again.
Okay. No, we still got you. You got you. I think that was very well stated. Trish, what do you think?
No, it was perfect. It was actually really, 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 really great. I love the concept behind that because, you know, we all at some point in time are doing something. Like, you have to make a decision. I have to do this in order to get to this end result. And sometimes you don't always love the thing that you have to do, but you know that the reason why you're doing it is for, you know, a greater good. Like, I mean, like, for me, it speaks directly to me. Because, you know, I don't want to go work for nobody else, but I know in order to pay the bills and take care of my kid, I got to go work for someone else. So, I'm sorry, Olin, Big O, bro, real quick. This is it. This is it. I'm gonna need you to mute your mic after this, but go ahead and introduce everybody on the panel for me and bring all the ladies in and get everybody warmed up and ready for the show we have today.
The panel, as Trish has already stated, is full of our lovely lady guest host today. So I'm gonna start with Andrye, who is, hey, how are you today?
I'm well, and yourself? I'm
Good,
getting
good.
coffee. And the weather's nice in Chicago.
I was just about to say, you were outside a minute ago. What happened?
Yeah,
you were bringing that sunshine in.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, because Chicago is super nice. It's in the 70s today, so I have to be outside
absolutely.
when it's nice.
Right. That might be the only 70 day y'all have this year. So.
What? No.
All right, good. Glad you're with us. So Miss Inga Lee, another returner who we haven't heard from, but is always welcome. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, great. So what's been going on in your world?
A lot.
Yeah? All to the good, I hope.
All good things.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. And absolutely, Miss Najami, how are you?
I'm blessed. I am good. Thank you. And you?
Always a pleasure to have you on here. I'm doing well. I don't know how I'm going to feel at the end of this thing. You know, Trisha already kind of coming to cut my throat, throwing me under the bus before we even get started, told me to introduce and then mute myself, take myself off the podcast. You see how but that's okay.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, though. So
that's okay. That's okay. You can have your moments. We are, like you said, Team Trish versus Team Olin. We'll let the fans decide at the end of all this. Maybe we have a couple of rounds. This is going to be the first round, and we'll go back and forth a couple of times.
I'm with it. Listen,
okay.
Like I said, I got my team. I got my girls. Listen, These are the ladies I'm talking over. So we're going to, this is going to be a good one.
We can't forget our licensed marriage and family therapist, Ms. Rhea, the Black therapist. How are you today?
I am well. All is good on my end. What about you?
Doing good. I don't know how friendly I'm gonna be with y'all after this, but right now, y'all all got a special place in my heart. So
I promise you'll still like us afterwards.
Gotcha. And if I need to, I got Big Brother Hassan to back me up in case y'all get a little too belligerent over here.
Oh, Hassan's gonna mute himself too. It's okay. Both of y'all. Well,
go ahead and bring in the topic. Let's get them rolling.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we are talking about what does a healthy relationship look like. So let's just dive straight into this. I'm going to open up the floor to you, ladies. For us, what does a healthy relationship look like? I know we've all, some of us are married, some of us are, on the road to marriage. Some are divorced, just single, looking, dating, not dating. So really, what does a healthy relationship for us look like? And I'm going to take it a step further and add, what is it that our partners can do better to assist us in this journey of having a healthy relationship? And I think, Najami, before we started, I think you had something you wanted to say. So I'm going to jump right in with you.
Well, thank you all again for having me on. I appreciate it. It's so someone was asking me today about crush and being in love, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, when a man falls in love with a woman, so I said, well, no, the person was saying that they were falling in love with me. I said, please don't do that.
Ooh.
And they said, what? What do you mean by that? So I said, okay, this is my analogy. I would rather stand in love, because when you stand in love, you're standing with your feet firmly planted on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Your heart is open and your mind is clear.
Mm-hmm.
To me, when you fall in love, you can fall and hit your head and get a concussion. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Uh-huh.
That's my analogy, because falling, the word, and I'm a person with words. Falling to me seems as though, well, the analogy, you can fall and have the person catch you. That's a game that people do with a trust game. But to me, healthy relationship is transparency. Transparency.
Okay.
Transparency. So I'll just lead off with that.
Okay. I like where this is going. Ria, Inga, what about you guys? What is one of the things that a healthy relationship looks like for you? So Najami started off with transparency.
So for me, there's give and take.
Okay. And you're not gonna elaborate more into that? Just give and take?
So I feel like you can go so many directions. So when you think about everything that is a part of a relationship, there is consistent give and take in all aspects of the relationship, not just in one arena or one area of the relationship, but overall there's give and take and there is flexibility.
Okay.
Matter of fact, kind of like, so I am a visual person. So if you think of a spectrum and you have like black on one end and white on the other, to me, a relationship is this constant gray area.
Okay. I like that. And Inga, what about you?
For me, it's effortless, because I feel like I'm putting too much effort before, and I discovered that's not what I am, and that's not what I want in my partner. I want this to flow. That's how my personality is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like looking for my friend, my best friend. Yeah.
So, okay. So I want to stay here for a minute. So I know that we're all looking for a relationship that just flows. I think everyone is looking for something that's effortless, but not all the time is it going to actually be effortless. So what do we do? Like, what does a healthy relationship look like for you when you hit that ebb? You know what I mean? That period where it's not smooth, it's rocky, it's not just smooth sailing, and there's like heavy disagreements.
So before I go into any relationship right now, both of us have to agree that we have to help each other self-improve. So if we get to that point where we have to do too much effort in, we have to talk to each other, where we have to get rid of that block where we're insecure, or we feel like we have to go above and beyond all of that. We're going to knock all of that down. We're going to figure out how can we work together. In that I'm not going to go into anything where this person is putting on this act for me. If I see it, I'm going to call it out from the very get-go. So once I see a little hint of that in that person, or if the person sees it in me, we're going to identify that right now. That's my goal for going forward when I'm starting a new relationship with anybody. Yeah.
I like that. Okay. And Andrye, I didn't forget about you, boo. I needed a little elaboration there. What does a healthy relationship look like for you?
Okay, so I took a lot of notes this morning on like what I thought a healthy relationship looked like, and I kind of broke it down to the keyword like health.
Okay.
Like, what does health actually look like? Like when your body, like when you're not treating your body right, you get sick. So like it's the same with a relationship almost. It's like as much as you put in. So I think that's maybe what or someone else was saying before. I think I wrote on my notes this morning that it's like it's the amount of like willingness that you being open and being able to communicate with someone, and them being on the same page equally as far as like what you need. And I also wrote down like even understanding like things that happen in their childhood and trying to like work on them as adults and like working through them.
Okay. See, this is what responsible, healthy young Black women look like? Like, this is good. Let me tell y'all, for me, a healthy relationship, it's all of the above, actually. It involves a lot of communication, but I'm at a stage and point in my life where, because I know what I'm worth and I know what I want and I can do a lot for myself, there has to be a little bit of excess and spoiling in my healthy relationship. Like, I need a man who is literally all about me. And I currently have one of those. It's great. Like, he understands, like, we've had our fair share of issues so far, like, you know, little things that have come up where we've really had to sit down and really communicate and discuss them. But at the end of the day, I need someone who acknowledges my worth and acknowledges that I am the prize in this. Like, I'm here to enrich your life. I'm here to make your life better. I'm here to make sure that if these are the goals are met, or not even met, but really exceeded. And because I know I bring that value to the table, a healthy relationship for me has to be someone that is super supportive in everything that I do. And that's just me. Like, there has to be a level of communication between myself and my partner where I can tell him, you said something and it hurt my feelings, and not have to wait 2-3 days, you know, for the moment to have passed. I can sit here in that moment and say, hey, you said this, I didn't like it, and talk it through and then move forward. I need someone for me, a healthy relationship definitely is someone that is financially stable, someone who doesn't necessarily need my financial support, because I've been in relationships that needed my financial support, and that is a drain. So those are some of the things that I want to basically start with. You know what I mean? Like, if we get into a relationship, I'm asking you in the very beginning, in that talking stage, when we're talking it over, I'm asking you all the tough questions, because I want to know, how do you handle communication? How do you handle, like, what is your relationship like with your parents or your sisters or women in your life? Like, what is your stance and your feeling on taking care of your significant other? Like, do you feel like, oh, because she's an independent woman, I don't have to contribute? Or is it, I'm all in and ready to help and support where I can, even if it's not necessary or needed? So those are some of the things for me that signify like the beginnings of a healthy relationship. So really what it comes down to is like selflessness. Good communication is someone that is selfless. And once you have those two qualities, I feel like for me, you can move on.
I got a question.
Go ahead, Olin. Go ahead.
So selflessness, what happens when that person, everybody has a cup, right? A cup. Let's just say every being has a cup of energy, and that energy can be given away to others, and it can be retained to help yourself, right? So with selflessness, if you want somebody that's selflessness and they're pouring out their cup to the max to help you, how are they going to get replenished?
Well, right? See, with that, and when I say selflessness, like, I always pour into whoever it is that I am with. Like, I'm always consistently pouring in. Like, for instance, my significant other yesterday, when he got the vaccine, he got the first shot and he wasn't feeling well. So I cooked dinner and he lives with his mom. His mom's a little older. I cooked dinner for the whole entire family and took it over there. Those are things that I would do. And, you know, it wasn't like he asked me to. It was just okay, I know you did this. I know you're tired. You know, I don't want to put that strain on your household. So I showed up with dinner, and not just like something simple, like dinner. You know, and things of that nature. Like,
it wasn't mac and cheese. It
wasn't mac and cheese. Like listen, it wasn't Kraft mac and cheese. Nah, I'm West Indian, so I made like curry and roti and peas and rice, and then I made like ceviche. It was a whole bunch of stuff that I ended up taking over there. But the purpose behind it is, I know he would also do the same for me. So like so for me, it's never a case of him just consistently pouring into me. It goes both ways. So if you're with me and you're in a relationship with me, just know that it's going to be reciprocated.
I'm sorry, y'all. Can I jump in and make trouble?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can KI from Bed-Stuy jump in and make trouble?
Absolutely.
Lady, y'all better go ahead with yourself. There ain't no such thing as a selfless act as it pertains to ladies. Okay?
No.
There
Y'all
is. Self. Olin and Hassan. I'm just jumping in right now to help you out, Olin.
I was
thing as a selfless act. Go ahead with yourself.
I was getting around to that. I wanted to hear Trish's answer first, because one thing that I heard everybody say is what they want. But I didn't hear one person say, from a healthy relationship, there's two. What are you doing? What can you give to the relationship to make it, I get it when you say this is what I want out of a relationship, but a relationship isn't about always what you want. It's about Rhea said it best. It's give and take. I heard a lot of taking. I didn't hear much giving.
That's right.
I heard a lot of taking.
Come on, Hassan.
I didn't hear much giving.
But it goes both ways. Listen.
No, it does go both ways. But
I think,
right now,
and I'm not speaking. I'm speaking for most of the ladies here. I want to speak for y'all that the things that we are asking are the things that we're also willing to do and are going to give in a relationship. So it's like.
You didn't say that first. You talked about your needs first. You didn't.
Well, yeah, because it's me. I'm dealing with me. These are my needs. This is what I want.
It's creeping through. It's like it's all about you, but it's cool. I get it. It's all right. Some women are like that. It's all right. It's like.
So hold on, ladies. Y'all just gonna let them. Y'all just gonna. Everybody take yourself off of mute. You hear it.
All right,
hold on. Najami speaking.
Wait,
yeah, Najami speaking.
Wait a minute. What? Listen, the art of listening is an interesting thing. You gotta learn to listen, guys. She's not just talking about what she wants as only about her. She expressed that it is a give and take. Women, for centuries, since the beginning of time, have always been freaking ass giving. You understand? And taking. We take a whole lot of shit. A lot. A man will fuck a next woman. Excuse my expression, but getting hot. A man will have an affair with a next woman. Will want the woman to understand. And she will understand and she will be there. She'll even embrace his other children, if he has children outside, as if it's hers. There are women who do that. All right? I'm one of them. Okay? And put up with all. Now, I'm not saying that abuse does not happen to women. Women don't cheat. I ain't saying that. Of course. Mm-hmm. But if a man finds out that you cheat on his ass, he will have a bloody conniption. He will have a freaking heart attack. Man can't take horn. Man could give horn, but they can't take horn. And I have seen men who want to kill you if you step out or you have a relationship with the next man. So relationship is about give and take. Mm-hmm. It's a symbiotic dance. It's a love ship. Relationships help you to grow, because if you don't have a relationship, how do you ask you to grow? You can't grow by yourself, right? So relationships in a loving, like, commitment. Like when someone said to me, well, I thought that you were my girlfriend, or we were a couple. I said, we did not make any commitment that we were going to be exclusive. Where did you get that? When did we have that conversation? Mm-hmm. Okay, so therefore, but I digress. But anyway, back to Tricia. I got you.
So,
Hassan, say something real quick.
Go ahead, Hassan, and then fellas, mute yourselves.
This is also cultural mindset. So yeah, it can be devastating a man being in a relationship if your woman messes around with you. But then again, it depends on your mindscape, because I've been with women that were whores. They sold their bodies. I was okay with it because I got some benefit, because they had an exceptional income because they was whores, prostitutes, escorts, whatever, however you want to clean it up, they was that. I've had relationships with strippers, same thing. They fucked other people. You know what I mean? It's like I was there for the benefits. It's like, okay, I waited. And I was
but that's not a healthy. But what
it wasn't healthy. No, but in my mind, I thought it was healthy. So everything's relative to your perspective. At the time, it was relative to me. Now it's like, oh, hell no. But then it was real. So everybody here is at a different point in their life. So the perspective's gonna be different. So the shit that's realistic to you when you're 20 and 30 is different when you're 40, 50, and 60. So it's like, it's all relative.
So this is true. And so right now, what we're talking about is what a healthy relationship looks to us at this stage in our lives.
Let me
Most of us
ask.
here are what, late 30s, and Najami, late 30s, right, Boo?
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it is different. We are not, I mean, the relationship, even the sister Rhea, who is the psychotherapist or psychologist, if I hope I'm saying your title correct, Rhea, you're gonna have you're gonna have bickering from time to time. You're gonna have it's a fine balance, but the communication is key, I believe. Communication is key in being able to express yourself. And after sometimes if someone says something to me in a certain manner, I may not respond right away. I need to digest that shit for a day or two and think about it. And I will come back and I will even say, listen, you know what? You were right. I apologize for what I said. You know, to be able to own up to your shit. You're able to own up and say, you know, really what you said, you was right. I really did not consider your feelings or how you felt. All right? But love is a verb. A healthy relationship is action. Love is a verb. So you have to show action of that. Rhea, what do you think? Am I going the right way?
Yeah, so no, you are, but I want to double back a little bit because I think it's interesting that everyone kind of chimed in or kind of got on Trisha's plate because she was identifying the things that she wants. And I think that's the whole issue in itself. And I think that comes from like society's perception that we as women are always supposed to put other people before us. And I think that's why we as women struggle with self-caring and taking care of ourselves, because there's this perception that if I put out there, this is what I want, or this is what I'm looking for. And not that anybody said that Trisha was being selfish, but there are these undertones of when we speak in that way, that we are being selfish. And listen here, after doing so much work on self-care, I don't think it's nothing wrong with meeting somebody for the first time and being very clear and identifying, this is what I want in a relationship. This is how I need you to contribute. This is what I need you to do, without there being these undertones of, well, she's being selfish. Well, what is she going to give and how is she going to contribute? I don't think that needs to be stated because, again, for me, there is this assumption that in a relationship, there is going to be give and take on both ends. And because I know I'm giving, hell, there is nothing wrong with me identify. This is what I'm taking to. This is what I need you to give to me.
Rhea, excuse me. This is the executive producer talking. I ain't inviting you back.
No, you don't have no control over that now.
I'm gonna cut your mic off right now. Use the last minute pencil in anyway. I'm mad. I'm fired up now. That's it. I'm sorry, Olin and Trisha. Y'all, I know y'all producing and hosting the show, but I'm cut. Hey, that's it.
Listen, y'all, when the boys record their portion, we coming in there strong. They supposed to be in the background, quiet, just listening and learning. Ain't nobody learning nothing. They just running their mouth.
I can't help myself. Y'all got me worked up. Najami talking about she apologized and when you apologize for something, I'm getting it in. Come on. All
right. Well, listen. So we'll see y'all.
Amazing.
You've been listening to Talk It Over, the only dating relationship podcast that begins in bed. We hope you got what you needed. Make sure you subscribe. Holla at you next week.